Joining us right now in studio, we have Katie with the Zydeco Marathon. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay, so it's race week for the Zydeco Marathon. What do our friends at home need to know?
The race is this weekend. The marathon and half marathon are on Sunday.
Okay.
So preparing for that is hopefully you are on your taper week of limiting your miles and everything. Hopefully the water intake is upping so that you are hydrated for the race. That is the #1 key thing for long distance races is keeping hydrated. And also nutrition, eating the right things leading up to race day.
Okay.
Is very important. And then also making sure that you've worn your gear and everything, you've broken it all in.
Yeah, you don't want blisters while you're running that race. It's miserable.
Yes. There will be some spots, though, along the race if you do have blisters and you need to stop and get a Band-Aid or anything. There's a tent at the finish line as well if you need help for anything like that. Making sure that you also, when you start the race, it's dark out because of the time change.
Yeah, absolutely.
So making sure that you bring a hat or sunglasses for that sun as you continue to run will help out with anything of that nature, keeping yourself hydrated as you run.
Yeah, that's important too.
Yes, gels are important too if you're running the marathon to keep nutrition as you run.
Okay.
Also, just mentally being prepared. Hopefully everybody's ready for it now. They've psyched themselves up, knowing what they need to do.
Absolutely. I feel like a positive attitude going into race day can really carry a runner a long ways away. Now, what about post-race? I know you guys over at Auctioner are helping to put on something really cool for those runners.
Yes, at the finish line there is a tent and a trailer where we can help with stretching, also some hydration if needed. If you feel very dehydrated, need some IV fluids, sometimes they can do that as well. Emergency, that type of a thing. Especially if you feel overheated, we can help cool you down quickly, which is a #1 key factor. If you are overheating, we need to get that body temperature lowered. So we can help with that at the finish line. And then you can always go over and enjoy an adult beverage, which is not helpful before race, but after race it does help with your mentalness.
These are great tips for those runners that are planning to run this weekend. Katie, we are almost out of time, but let's go over those race details. Where does everybody need to go on race day?
It's Park Sansucci is where the location is, and at the finish line there'll be a big tent that says Auctioner. You should be able to find us, and making sure you lay everything out the night before is a super key helpful factor too of getting into the race and knowing where everything is.
Absolutely. You don't want to forget anything, Katie. Thank you so much for stopping by to share this with our friends at home. If you at home, you want to learn more, go to our website, kalafly.com. And still to come today.